Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Sure hope you have a great day. Do you need a mortgage? If you do, today's the day to call Volunteer Home Mortgage. You can visit them online, volunteerhomemortgage.com, or give them a call today at 865-238-7500. Jerry and her expert team are available 7 days a week. And if you're out shopping for a mortgage, of course, I've got a realtor on my platform as well, so make sure you give Alex Martin a call as well. Then you can call Jerry and get that mortgage all set up. All right, happy Friday. How's the day going so far? Are we doing good? If you're joining us from Upper East Tennessee, the Tennessee-Virginia, Kentucky border, much more comfortable feeling to the air this morning than what we will experience as we get into next week, because we're going to be talking a lot more heat and humidity that's going to be working our way. I want to start you off with a live view there in downtown Gatlinburg. A nice little hazy start to the day, nice little summer haze out there. Should be a great weekend to head up to the higher elevations if you want to do some hiking here this weekend. Perfect weekend to do so. All right, let's talk rainfall totals from yesterday anyways. What did I have? About a 30% chance of rain yesterday. And so we picked up some decent rain in some locations around the area. Some of those showers and thunderstorms drifted their way into the valley locations. But again, not everybody got the rain yesterday. When you look at temperatures, well, we've been gradually coming in out of the upper 70s to low 80s back into the mid to upper 80s. So more seasonable weather. Yesterday we made it to 88. That's a nice solid average day. Yesterday I was forecasting 86 degrees. A couple of degrees off. We picked up 56 of an inch of rain officially at McGee Tyson Airport, 500 in Crossville, and nothing in Chattanooga and Tri-Cities yesterday afternoon. All right, the big picture, not a whole lot going on. Now, let me explain this map for just a second. We do have a trough that's hanging out with us, and that trough is going to continue to kind of just linger for the next couple of days. Not really bringing us unsettled weather per se, but definitely bringing us, the cooler. We still have that drier air kind of creeping into Upper East Tennessee and over into North Carolina. So a little bit of cold air damming. That's actually the ridge extending all the way from New England. The trough is kind of slowly but surely working its way on out of here. Ridge of high pressure and a cold front back to our west and southwest. Those will eventually head our way, but we're going to start to scoop up a little bit more moisture. Good morning, Eva, Andrea, Julie. How are you this morning? Brandon and Katrina. We got Jason joining us this morning as well. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? What's in play? What's the store? What's the plan? What's in store? What is the plan here for the upcoming weekend? Let me know in the chat. What do you have planned? Any events going on this weekend? Get that in the chat now so we can talk about any events that may be ongoing around the area. So, all right. So nothing ongoing out there at this hour. We do have clearing skies. Temperatures are, nice and comfortable. Like I said, it's much more cooler, much more comfortable from Rogersville, Greenville, Tri-Cities, where we have those lower dew points. Everybody else is in the 60s and 70s, but those lower dew points in Upper East Tennessee is what's making it feel that much more comfortable. So enjoy that. Through the day today, from now through lunchtime, we'll have a few clouds hanging out with us, kind of like what we dealt with yesterday. Morning clouds and fog kind of start to lift and burn off, giving us overcast skies for some of us at times. Then the clouds break up, and we'll see plenty of sunshine throughout the afternoon. We also have a chance for a couple pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Not expecting a lot of activity, kind of like yesterday. Just kind of slow-moving showers and storms. Some of those may drift their way into the valley, so don't forget to check in with the interactive radar and the East Tennessee Weather app before you leave work here tonight, or if you have outdoor plans, just to make sure you don't get wet before you leave. But again, it's not going to add up to a whole lot for most of us. Just those typical summertime thunderstorms, but we don't have a ton of moisture in the atmosphere to work with, so we're not talking about like gully washers per se. No major severe weather risk, but we do have some instability in the atmosphere, and so that's what's going to lead to those afternoon showers and storms, and temperatures are going to be back into those mid to upper 80s to near 90 degrees. Not much of a heat index value today, so that's good news. But that's going to be changing as we get into next week, and I'll explain why here in a second. Hey, anybody have any evening plans tonight? Are we doing dinner tonight? Hit up your favorite restaurant tonight. What's in store? I've got some great national holidays to talk about for the day today as well, and some winter's adventures of what I might be doing here this weekend. Of course, you'll be able to follow along on social media as well. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. We're going to see those temps climbing to the upper 80s to near 90 degrees as we progress through the next 7 days. So average weather, nothing too crazy by any stretch of the imagination. Now, next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, start to see the showers and thunderstorms increase maybe a little bit more in coverage. We have a better chance of maybe some of those showers and thunderstorms producing some locally heavy rainfall. And then part of the reason why is our dew points are going to start to climb, which is we saw the temperature is going to stay right there, pretty average. But as our dew points come up, that's going to start to give us a little bit more of that heat index value, maybe back in the mid to upper 90s. So we know it's going to be a little bit hotter feeling anyways, especially with that heat index value. But when you look at available moisture to precipitate out of the atmosphere, PWATS, precipitable water, you'll notice how we're going to start to see those reds and dark oranges start to creep their way back in. So we don't have that today and tomorrow or really through the weekend. It's not until Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and even Thursday that we start to see a nice little push of low-level moisture or available moisture to precipitate, which will eventually lead into better coverage of maybe a few more showers and storms. Now, I only have a 30% so far, likely to be bumping maybe Monday, but likely to be bumping Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, up a little bit higher. But when you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 days out, going to keep that at about 30%. Just keep that in mind that I've shown you that how this is all going to play out. So we're adding more moisture to the atmosphere, dew points come up, adding more moisture and available moisture to precipitate out. And so likely to see afternoon showers and thunderstorms pick up in coverage and intensity next week. Now, when you look at your 7-day rainfall outlook, we're not talking about any widespread rain event per se. So we're still looking at, anywhere from, say, a quarter of an inch of rain in some locations to maybe over an inch of rain, generally speaking. Again, this is kind of broad brushing the general idea of what kind of precipitation or what kind of moisture could we have coming our way. It gives us a good idea. All right, let's talk about the tropics for a second. The orange shaded area is a 60% chance of becoming our next named storm. Please, again, I can't stress enough, watch what you share on social media. People have already been posting what the tropics could look like in the next 356 hours. And yes, a couple of models are indicating maybe a hurricane, tropical storm, something coming towards the U.S., but they're going to flip-flop for quite some time. So let's go with this for now. Don't share any of that tropical stuff on social media unless it's imminent, okay, or comes from a trusted source. Back to the U.S. we go, and looks like as we head through the above and beyond the 7-day forecast, we may be trending above average when it comes to temperatures, which is what we can expect for this time of the year. And when you're talking rainfall, average to maybe to slightly above average precipitation, but not expecting anything major at this point of the game. So nothing major coming on into the area. We don't have a lot of precipitation. We just have a solid, typical August weather pattern. And how did your kids do at school yesterday? If they went back to school, did they do okay? I will have to say that my oldest kid, who's in middle school now, came back and said, Dad, middle school is so cool. And I said, yeah. And he goes, it's so much fun. I go, yeah, but you had so many different classes. You had like 5 different classrooms that you had to go to versus elementary school where you're kind of stuck in the same 2 classrooms. He goes, I know, but it was awesome. That's a win in my eyes. That's a win in my eyes. When your kid comes home from school excited about it. And my youngest son, who's not, he would rather play with his friends. He's like me. He'd rather play with his friends than go to school. I go, but the cool thing about school versus summertime is that you actually get to see your friends. In the summertime, I feel like you unless your friends are across the street, we're busy working. It's hard to get together with families. They're taking vacations and whatnot. So I always liked school because I liked friends. And in order to see my friends all the time, it was to go to school. But he said his class was great. His homeroom teacher, big shout out to Miss Landers this morning, said she is amazing. A little strict, but amazing. And I said, well, okay, how is she a little strict? And he was explaining the details. And I said, well, yeah, that's just being a good teacher, buddy. That's just keeping her classroom in check and in line so she can progress with teaching. That's a good teacher. And he goes, well, okay, I get that now. All right, let's get to work with the national holidays and let's do some dancing, shall we? Are you dancing in your bathrobe this morning? Don't let me say that again. All right, we'll take you back outside. Let's show you what it looks like we'll go to downtown Clinton. How about that? Show you what that looks like here for just a second. That, my friends, is not downtown Clinton. Well, how about we do it this way? We'll do it that way. All right, that's live look in downtown Clinton. Beautiful sunrise taking shape here this morning. Should have some nice color cast on the base of those clouds here as the sun kind of peeks up over the horizon. That is not what I want either. Let's go to the national holidays. Come on, Witcher, get it together. All right, here we go. We're celebrating birthdays and events, and I believe I saw a big birthday out there. I did. Happy birthday, Katrina. What's your plan today? What's the hubby going to do for you today? Did you ask for anything for your birthday? Do you do birthday presents? Do you have special birthday traditions? Let us know in the chat. An adventurous, gut-wrenching, stupendous weekend of work ahead. Hey! No. Sorry, Chris. Sorry about that. Laura's going to be in the pool. I did not see an invite on here, Laura. I'm just throwing it out there. All right, national holidays for the day today. It is National Pickleball Day. I'll give a big shout out to that. Many of you know that I do play pickleball, usually every Sunday. And actually, tomorrow, I'm in a big pickleball tournament at Orange Hat Brewing Company. So if you want to come out and say hi and watch some pickleball, we'll be out there. I think it starts at 11. I think my first game's at noon. It's a double elimination. So I told my partner, who's a friend of mine, I said, hey, listen, these guys are good. And my friend's never played pickleball. Well, he played with me one weekend and surprisingly was incredibly good. And I did not picture this guy to be an athlete at all or competitive. Never seen that side of him. And I've been friends with him for like 20 years. I was like, who is this guy? It's crazy. So I'll be playing some pickleball this weekend. I hope you have a chance to get out and play some pickleball. Ooh, drought-wise. I'll talk about that here in a second, Alex. So give me a second. Let's get through national holidays first. But that is a good question. I meant to post that on social media yesterday. It's National Mochi Day, Machi Day, whatever you say. I don't even know how you pronounce that word, but if you like that stuff, there we go. Today is the day for that. It's National Whataburger Day. How does Whataburger have their own national holiday? This is insane. I believe we are getting a Whataburger in Turkey Creek. That's what I've heard. And good luck for trying to get in and out of Turkey Creek from here on out. If you've ever been to Turkey Creek, it's like 2 ways in, 2 ways out. That's it. So traffic can get backed up. And adding a Whataburger there sounds disastrous because the line is going to be out the wazoo. And you won't be able to attend any of the stores there. But if you've ever had a Whataburger, they are good. I used to get those in Texas. Every time we drove through Texas, we would get a Whataburger. All right, Global Sleep Under the Stars Night. I'll give a big shout out to that. I love sleeping under the stars. Now, here in the southeastern U.S., it'd probably be comfortable to do that tonight. So if you're looking for something to do with your kids tonight, don't have to do it with your kids. You can do it by yourself. Go sleep under the stars tonight. Tell ghost stories. Tell stories, scary stories. Get the flashlight underneath your eyes. Or just kick back, relax, and enjoy. And if you're out in the countryside, you should have a good night with some slightly drier air. Next week is going to be a lot more humid, and so the haze is going to be there, that humidity haze. But tonight actually could be a rather pleasant night to sleep under the stars. So if you're looking for something to do, of course, put a mat down because you'll have plenty of dew, as we typically do in the summertime here in the southeastern U.S. It's National CBD Day. Any CBD takers out there? It's National Dollar Day. Dollar bills, yo. What is National Dollar Day? Let's see what that's all about, shall we? National Dollar Day on August 8th commemorates the day Congress established the U.S. monetary system in 1786. 1786? A long time ago. In 1862, the United States printed its first dollar bill. In 1862. Is that not crazy? That doesn't seem that long ago to actually have dollar bills, in my personal opinion, although it is a long time ago. In 1862, the United States printed its first dollar bill. Do you know whose face was printed there? Do you? It wasn't George Washington. The first dollar bill featured Salmon P. Chase, President Lincoln's Secretary of Treasury. Now that, my friends, is cool. Here's some more facts about the U.S. dollar. Interestingly, the U.S. dollar in our pockets today hasn't changed for more than 50 years. While the 5, 10, 20, and 50 earned redesigns in recent years, the single remains unchanged. Due to counterfeiting, redesigns keep the larger currencies all ahead of the counterfeiters, of course. However, the single dollar doesn't face attention the more significant notes do. That's true. Above the right number one on the face of the U.S. dollar, a tiny bird peeks out. Whether it's an owl, an eagle, or another such bird is uncertain, actually. Like other embedded items on the bill's design, it fuels many conspiracy theories on the U.S. dollar bill. Dollar bills, yo. All right, it's National Frozen Custard Day. My kids the other day asked what frozen custard was. I didn't really know how to explain frozen custard. I said it's like creamy or ice cream. Is that true? Ooh, Lady Vols soccer kicks off tomorrow. Nice, Dan. Thanks for that. That's awesome. I love me some soccer. I've been a big soccer player my entire life. Haven't played for years, but I used to. When I had kids, I had to kind of back off a little bit. Now I'm playing old man sport like pickleball. Come on, Brandon. Do a little bit of dancing. There are some cool clouds. What's up, Hayden? How are you this morning? When's it supposed to get cold, Samuel says. Let's go October, November, December. No, it's Mel's. Whose birthday is it? I can't keep up with the chat sometimes. Usually a good birthday is being off work and getting extra sleep. I don't disagree with you on that one at all. You played badminton? Badminton's always fun. Oh, it's Mel's birthday. Well, let's give a big shout out to Mel. And an early or belated birthday to Katrina. Happy birthday, Mel. You just said it was my birthday. I guess you said Mel's birthday. I misread that. My bad, Katrina. My bad. I'm trying to glance down here, up there, everywhere, down here. That's my bad. Well, happy birthday, Mel. I hope you have an amazing day. This weekend, by the way, Tea and Treasures on Saturday for the second Saturday Marketplace. And next Saturday is the Great Smoky Mountain Hot Air Balloon Festival in Townsend. And I think the Witchers will probably get up and go to that as well. I would agree with you, Alex. I think Whataburger is overrated. It's also National Happiness Happens Day. That's a good day. You got to create your own happiness, though, don't you think? You can't just let life try to bring you happiness. You got to create it yourself. Do things that you want to do. Enjoy activities that you like to enjoy, maybe if you haven't even done them for a while. So create your own happiness on this National Happiness Happens Day. And it's Sneak Some Zucchini Into Your Neighbor's Porch Day. Eh? Oh, that's the wrong button. There it is. Eh? What's that all about? I got all these buttons. I should probably label those buttons one day. I know where that one is. Those are your national holidays for the day today. We'll take it back outside. Let's show you what it looks like from KMNV. Monroe County Airport here. And a nice view of the airport. And of course, Alex was asking about the drought. So let's get the drought on camera here and talk about the U.S. drought. Because the U.S. Drought Monitor did come out yesterday. And here's the latest information from the U.S. Drought Monitor. If I open it up, I should be able to show you if it's what's changed from yesterday. I should be able to. Here, hold on. Let's go back to yesterday. Let's go back there. Nope. Let's come back to this date. Nah, I don't know. Anyways, that's the current U.S. drought. So we do have some moderate drought taking shape in parts of parts of Blount County, Loudoun, kind of barely clipping Monroe County. The rest of the yellow shaded area is abnormally dry conditions. And when you look at your deficit of rainfall, I'll show you this for just a second. When you look at your deficit of rainfall for the last 30 days, we're behind on rainfall by over an inch in Athens, over an inch to south of Dayton and Dunlap, north of Saudi Daisy. So we do have some drier conditions there. Not necessarily the case in upper East Tennessee, but when you look at your precipitation or percent of normal for rainfall for the past 30 days, we're above average when it comes to rainfall along the I-81 corridor, and the Southern Valley and pockets of East Tennessee are a little bit below when it comes to precipitation. That's actually over the last 30 days. So there we go, Alex. Hopefully that helps you. Let's see what else y'all are saying. I guess that's it. We don't have any pictures to share with you. I have none. I looked. No new pictures on Witcher's Pictures this morning. It's a sad day. Oh, I take that back. A couple just came in. Lisa Gibson shared this one. So we'll share this right now. While we wrap things up here this morning. And it is sideways. That's not supposed to be sideways. There we go. Thanks, Lisa. Look at that. I love seeing that little convection in the atmosphere. It actually just makes my day. I love seeing that kind of stuff. Lisa says, my drive home from work yesterday. We had another great one. Sunset view from Lisa. Enjoy the beautiful backyard in Seymour, Tennessee. I don't know why those turn out sideways, but they do. They never used to. That's a beautiful sunset there. Oh, well, now we just lost it. Well, either way. All right, Lisa, thanks for sharing those this morning. I do appreciate that. So we had two Witchers pictures. Fall colors will be awesome. Well, we need those clear, cool nights. We need some rain. And we need some sunny, cool days. That makes for the best colors. Was Mel even on here this morning? I don't even see Mel on here this morning. I don't see her. Well, if you see Mel, give her a big shout out. Give her a birthday hug, high five. Listen, I sure hope you have a great day today. It's Friday. That's got a fantastic feeling, doesn't it? A Friday fantastic feeling. Tomorrow's the weekend. We start the weekend tomorrow. Hopefully you have some good plans here this weekend. I hope you have a great weekend. Don't forget, Wake Up with Witcher. If you want to join, starts off at 8 o'clock in the morning, Saturday and Sunday. Then we'll be bright and early again at 6 o'clock, Monday and Tuesday. All right, my friends, I sure hope you have a great day. We'll see you back here for Wake Up with Witcher tomorrow morning. If not, maybe Monday morning. I'll also see you on social media. Like, subscribe, share. Go smash and subscribe that YouTube button. It really helps the platform out. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short. See you back here soon.